Front 3/4 view. Look at this. The Nissan GTR R35. A car that didn't just break the supercar rulebook, it shredded it. Even standing completely still in this crisp pearl white finish, it looks like a weapon designed to slice through air and shatter lap records. From this front 3/4 angle, you can appreciate the aggressive, functional stance. Those dark finish multi-spoke alloy wheels wrap tightly around massive Brembo anchors, while the carbon fiber side skirts give it that ground-hugging aesthetic. This isn't about elegant, delicate Italian lines, this is pure, unapologetic Japanese muscle. The way the roofline slopes aggressively toward the rear spoiler screams aerodynamic efficiency. Every crease and vent on this body serves a purpose, keeping this monster glued to the tarmac. They call it Godzilla for a reason, and from this angle, you can see the hunger. Let's step closer and see what it's packing up front. Interior, infotainment and reverse camera. Sliding into the cockpit, your attention is immediately drawn to the central display. Now, the GTR has always been a high-tech powerhouse, and the infotainment setup reflects that heritage perfectly. This particular unit is demonstrating its high-resolution backup camera with dynamic grid lines. When you're piloting a car with a large rear wing and thick pillars, a crystal-clear reverse camera isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Notice the premium touch surrounding the screen, a beautiful leather-wrapped dashboard adorned with contrasting red stitching that elevates the cabin's sports car feel. Just below, the dual-zone automatic climate control buttons are tactile, rugged, and driver-focused. The UI on the screen displays safety warnings in German here, a nod to this car's international appeal, especially on demanding tracks like the Nürburgring. It's the perfect blend of digital tracking and physical utility, giving the driver complete control over their environment. Exterior. Direct front view. If you ever see this view looming large in your rearview mirror on the highway, my best advice is simple: move over. The direct front profile of the R35 GTR is arguably one of the most intimidating faces in modern automotive history. Dominating the center is that massive, dark V-motion grille, proudly wearing the iconic GTR badge, a symbol of pure performance. Flanking it are those striking, lightning bolt LED headlights that cut through the darkness like laser beams. Take note of the dual hood scoops, those aren't for show. They feed cold air directly into the twin-turbo system. The aggressive lower front splitter is wrapped in carbon fiber, managing airflow underneath the chassis to maximize downforce at blistering speeds. It's symmetrical, wide-hipped, and beautifully brutal. It looks like an apex predator ready to pounce. Now let's see where the driver commands all this aggression from. Interior, cockpit and dashboard view. Welcome to the nerve center of Godzilla. The driver's seat of the GTR feels less like a standard car cabin and more like a tactical fighter jet. Right in front of you is a chunky, leather-wrapped steering wheel sporting the legendary GTR emblem. Look right behind the wheel, those huge, column-mounted paddle shifters stay right where you need them, letting you bang through gears seamlessly mid-corner. The instrument cluster puts the rev counter exactly where it belongs, dead center, flanked by a 340 km/h speedometer. Move your eyes to the center console, trimmed beautifully in lightweight carbon fiber. You've got the iconic red starter button, the gear selector, and those crucial toggle switches that let you adjust the suspension, transmission, and traction control into R mode. The contrast of black leather, red stitching, and raw carbon fiber tells you everything you need to know. This car means business. Exterior, rear 3/4 view. This is the view that most other sports cars get to see when the GTR is on the track, its rear end pulling away effortlessly. The rear 3/4 angle highlights the iconic, muscular hips that give this machine its unmistakable presence. Of course, the absolute stars of the show here are the quad-round LED taillights. That signature design cue dates back decades through Skyline history, acting as an instantly recognizable automotive stamp of royalty. Perched on the decklet is the functional rear wing, perfectly balanced to keep the rear tires planted. Look further down, and you'll spot the aggressive gloss black rear diffuser cradling massive, burnt titanium-style quad exhaust tips. When that VR38 engine sings, the roar coming out of these pipes is absolutely symphonic. It's thick, planted, and brilliantly engineered. An iconic rear view for an iconic car. Interior, rear seats and Bose speakers. Now, the GTR is technically a 2+2 Grand Tourer, meaning it does have rear seats. Let's be real, though, you won't be putting your adult friends back here for long road trips. These sculpted leather buckets are best reserved for luggage or small children. But Nissan didn't skimp on quality in the back. The seats are wrapped in premium, perforated black leather with subtle red stitching accents. What really catches your eye is the heavy-duty center divider housing a molded cup holder and a massive, integrated Bose speaker system. Bose custom-engineered this acoustic layout specifically for the GTR cabin. The dual subwoofers are mounted right between the seats, turning the entire car structure into an acoustic enclosure that delivers deep, punchy bass. So even if the rear legroom is tight, the soundtrack, whether from the engine or the stereo, is always elite. Interior. Recaro front seats. To handle the massive cornering forces this all-wheel drive monster pulls, you need seats that lock you firmly into place. Enter these magnificent, factory-fitted Recaro sport seats. Finished in a gorgeous two-tone black and red leather theme, they strike the ultimate balance between track-ready bolster support and grand touring comfort. The bright red leather inserts run up the bolsters, perfectly matching the cabin's accent stitching and proudly displaying the Recaro branding embroidered into the backrest. The deep side and thigh bolsters hug you tightly, ensuring you don't slide around when experiencing the intense G-forces of a launch control start or heavy track braking. They look exotic, feel premium, and function flawlessly. It's the ultimate combination of luxury and racing pedigree, built to keep you secure behind the wheel of Godzilla.